Okay, I want to take a look at Tony Gwynn's swing, and I'm actually using a flip book format that Chris O'Leary put together. I use his. He puts together some pretty cool little flip books, and I use them in my video analysis. So Chris, I appreciate the work you do, and if you get a chance to see his material, he has some really good information, and he's right on. So let's take a look at Tony Gwynn's swing, and we're going to talk about Tony Gwynn. So here's his swing process. He's going through his swing motion, and the very first thing you're going to notice is that Tony Gwynn has a distinct forward motion. He starts his weight here. He's nice and balanced inside of the back thigh, and he's going to load inward turn with his upper body as he strides forward. Goes into his heel plant, and here is his axis. This is what he's going to rotate around. Gets his weight into his front side, goes into his heel drop, and he begins to turn. Now as he turns to the ball, you're going to notice front elbow works up, back elbow works down, back shoulder works down, barrel works down. He gets behind the ball, and he does this by leveling. He just lets the bat head drop down, gets behind the ball. Now as he's turning around this front axis, I want you to notice his back foot. See how light his back foot comes back here? He actually comes off the ground. You can see it elevated off the ground. This is what's allowing this hip to continue to turn and square up to the ball. His hitter's box, crucial, stays intact. His hitter's box is in position here, and all he does is turn, and he brings the barrel to the ball. Hitter's box is intact, elbows about the rib cage, maybe a little further, a little bend in his front elbow here. His wrists are square. He's got nice flat palms, he's square wrists, and he clearly rotates off his front side. Now what you're going to see in the background is you're going to see some video of Tony and how he thinks he swings, and it's interesting watching these professional hitters that were such great hitters be so far off when it comes to their own mechanics. You'll see him demoing. He will be squishing the bug. He'll be setting back here. He doesn't talk about weight transfer at all, and it clearly is the number one element that all hitters have in common, is they have a very distinct weight shift to their front side. Once they get to their front side, they level and they get behind the ball. Their hands are working around their body. Their hitter's box is intact. And you'll see, like I said in the background, you will clearly see, not only does he demo improperly, he also has his player demo improperly. He actually has the players lead with their hands. He wants you to throw your hands at the ball. Now the problem is that if you throw your knob at the ball, what's going to happen is this front arm is going to extend. As soon as this front arm extends, your top hand or your bottom hand is going to roll. You're going to roll your barrel through the hitting zone. Versus, see where he's at here? He's not rolling at all. He's square. He comes up nice and flat. Goes into his extension. This is his power V. There's the turn. Well after he's hit the ball. Nothing prior. Players that are taught to squish the bug, throw their hands, and swing from top down have all kinds of problems in their swing mechanics because they're trying to hit a ball that's on a set path here coming in. They're trying to slice down through it with the barrel rolling. So you tell me why players struggle. So Tony sets up, steps, and turns. You'll notice how cleanly he turns around that front axis. And he stops moving forward at heel drop. Now it's spin force, and he just simply turns. He levels, turns, gets behind the ball, and pushes through the ball. Hits off his front leg. And this is pretty cool. Actually, Chris O'Leary points this out in his work. because he generates so much force and spin force around his axis, watch what happens as he rotates around. Watch both feet. He gets here, and for a split second, see that? Both feet are off the ground. Yeehaw! That's snapping with some serious energy. You're never going to get that much energy generated when you have players sitting and squishing. So, just my 2 cents, and I hope it was worth it. All right, take care.